everyone. I wanted to give you a little rundown on your 21 Day Fix Challenge pack. What comes with the program, your combo pack, what can you expect in the mail, or if you already received it, what you got. Just a little to go over a little bit of the nutrition guide, the containers, how you figure out your calorie level, all those things. To make it a little bit easier for you. So let's get started. For one, in all of the, there's a bunch of little booklets in there. So I'm going to go through that first. First, there's your 3-day quick fix. Can you see that? This is Be Bikini Ready in 72 hours. I'm sorry. It's just a little meal plan Autumn has already out for you. For females or males. If you want to do this, I personally have not tried it yet, but the food looks the same as what I normally did eat on the 21 Day Fix. Next, there is the Start Here guide. Excuse me. What is in here? This is going to be your calendar, your workouts in the middle page right here. So every day, every Monday for 3 weeks, you're going to do the same workout. Every Tuesday for 3 weeks is going to be the same workout, and so on and so forth. There is a doubles option for the last week to do 2 workouts a day to amp up your exercise and your results. And your transformation tracker in the back of the same guide, in the back of it. Just tells you where to measure with your measuring tape, your thighs, your waist, total inches, where to record all that for male and female. So that's a Start Here guide. Personally, I just put this on my fridge. Open it up to the calendar, put it on my fridge. Every time I would go downstairs to work out, I would just look what I have to do and get it done. Or wherever you work out in your room, you could just put it up somewhere so you can check out every day what you have to do. This is the measuring tape you should have. Or if you have one that you have bought laying around your home and you want to use that one, that is totally fine. Just make sure you record and measure the same place, the same way, the same everything before and after. And that's that. And so let's get to the eating plan, the most important part of this whole program. I believe so, because nutrition is the most important part of any program. Before I go through the eating plan, let me show you a little bit of the containers so that it'll be a little bit easier when I go through what kind of foods fit in the containers that you have already seen the containers. If you already got it at home, or this will be your first exposure. So there is a green container, and this is a veggie container. And we will go through what types of vegetables that are listed in the food guide go in here. That's that. And then there is the purple container, and this is fruits. Again, there's the food guide that will show us everything that goes in here. Next, there is the red container. This is all protein, from meats to yogurt, things like that, all in here. Next is the yellow container, and this is all carbs. It shows us, again, in the list, the different types of healthy carbs that we can have in here. This is the blue container, and this is mostly nuts, avocados, healthy fats. And there is two orange containers. This is for condiments, for your salad mostly, and nut butters will also go in here. So those are your containers. And now I can go through the food guide. Let me put them up here so you can see them all. These are our containers we're going to use. And now let's go through the eating plan. This is the eating plan book. One of the most important things, you have to figure out your calorie level. On page 4 is where you get started. It has you do a little math calculation of how to figure out your calorie level and correspond that to the calorie chart. How many containers can you have of the green, the purple, the red, and so on. So it's important to find your calorie level by doing A, B, C, and D. So A is your current weight in pounds times 11, and that's your calorie baseline. And B is your calorie baseline plus 400, which is the fixed calorie burn, and that equals your calorie needs. And finally, C is your calorie needs, so the answer you just got in B, minus 750, which is the calorie deficit. And that is your calorie target total for the 21-day fixed meal plan. So you have a number that you just got. Step 2 would be to correspond that. Let me find the chart. Step 2 is to correspond that to the calorie charts. Let's see, this is on page 19. These are the calorie charts up here. Let me see. Can you see that? So there is the chart if you fall between 1,200 and 1,500 calories. The next chart is 1,500 to 1,800 calories. And the next one, 1,800 to 2,100 calories. And the last one is 2,100 to 2,300 calories. It's whatever calorie chart you fit into based on your calorie level that you just computed. Got it? So what is this calorie chart? And what are these fun color-coded containers? How do they play into this? So you got which calorie chart you fall into. And now we're going to do Portionology 101. How do these containers help you? So let's talk about each container, and then I will tell you how to read your chart. So if it says 3 green containers under your calorie chart and so on, how to read that. So our green container in here, you can fit any kinds of veggies listed on here, or if they're not listed in the 21-day fix guide, you can still eat them. They just have to be unprocessed and unpackaged. I'm sorry, not processed or packaged. You should buy them packaged at the store. But basically everything on here you can eat, and any other veggies that you know are not drizzled with Parmesan cheese, so on and so forth like that. So examples are kale, spinach, broccoli, beets, tomatoes, peppers, carrots, cauliflower, okra, artichokes, cucumbers, celery, lettuce, not iceberg though. So you can see this little picture here, these 3 here. That is how you will measure all of your food for all of the containers. Next is our purple container. This is all fruits, things like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, tangerine, apple, apricots, grapes, kiwi fruit, peach, all the yummy food. The red container, this one, this is the protein container. So eggs, Greek yogurt, fish, it's for the meat specifically, chicken, turkey, fish. It lists after. I'm not sure if you can see it very well here, but if it says fish and then it lists what kind of fish is the healthiest for this. No, you don't have to cut up your fish and stick it in the container. That is initially what I did when I first did the 21-day fix, so it's okay. You just it says on here you can have 2 large eggs, or you can have a let's see, like 8 ounce or something, 5 ounce chicken breast. So it'll tell you, or 1 medium patty, 4 slices of turkey bacon. You don't have to measure those things, but make sure you read. It says low sodium and fat free for a lot of these things, and that is really the most important, because you could be eating meat and it's going to be healthy and whatnot. Um, but all the chemicals and everything else that goes in there, so you have to be careful with that. This is also where your Shakeology will go in. It's just 1 scoop of Shakeology equals a red container. Next is the yellow container. These are your carbs. That would be that. Sweet yams, quinoa. I ate that a lot, and when I did the fix. Peas, brown rice, wild rice. You can even have potatoes of any kind. It just says potato on here. Just make sure you measure it. Again, this is Portionology 101. You have to measure in these containers. I'm talking, fit it in here, put the cap on it. That is how much you can have. And no more. Other things, corn on the cob, it lists 1 ear, whole grain crackers, again, whole grain bread. That would equal 1 slice of toast. I would have that with my 2 eggs in the morning. Things like that. Our blue container. That would be avocado. It says 12 almonds, 8 cashews, 14 peanuts, hummus, feta cheese, cheddar cheese, shredded. So little healthy fats like that. And lastly, our 2 orange containers. These are for pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, olives, peanuts, 21-day fix dressings. At the back of this book, there is a dressings page, 21-day fix approved, where you can make any kinds of dressing that's listed in here, or I usually just had oil and vinegar. You can also have 1 teaspoon, depending on which calorie chart, of extra virgin olive oil, walnut oil, nut butters. This is where the nut butters go, peanut, almond, or cashew. And then there is some free foods. This is anything from vinegars, mustards, herbs, spices, garlic, hot sauce, Tabasco or Mexican only, things like that. And the rest of this, if you walk through it, it just shows different beverages you can substitute in. If you are a person who loves wine, you substitute that. I think that is 3 yellow containers for the week. I know chocolate you can substitute again for 3 yellow containers, I believe. I don't know the specifics, only because I tried to cut out treats completely when I did the 21-day fix, because I know I don't have, I can't resist chocolate, so I would rather not know how much goes in there. And the rest of the book is recipes. You can look through that. I made a lot of these recipes when I had the time. Different things that go in your containers and recipes that you can make. There's even a restaurant food guide. If you're like me and sometimes nobody cooked anything, you don't want to cook anything, a restaurant food guide, how you can measure outside of the home. So, before I end this, let me go back to the calorie chart. Let's see where it is. If you fall in the 1,200 to 1,500 calories, based on your calorie level that you calculated, you can have 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 2 yellows, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 teaspoons. Excuse me. And then as you increase your calorie level, you increase the amounts of containers you can have. But what that means is you have to have all 3 green containers every single day. You'll start to notice when you eat whole, unprocessed foods, you'll get hungry. You won't get as hungry. I remember not even eating one of these a few times out of the days because you just feel so full. Um, Probably not day one or day two, right? But you will see that. So two purples. You have to eat all of these two purples. Four reds. I would think for me the proteins were the most important to get it in. Um, they kept me full the whole day. So please look at this chart, and it'll tell you how many you can have of each. Lastly, I just want to show you how I tracked the containers every day. There is this lovely chart that I printed, and since you bought a challenge pack, you should have this access to the back in your Team Beachbody website, but I will post it in our group so that you have it and you can print it out and tape it to your fridge and check off everything. So what it shows is day one, it shows here's where my calorie level was, the 1200 to 1500 one, and I could have 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, and so on. And then with each meal, so my meal 1, I had 1 purple, 1 red, 1 blue, and I just tallied that. And then meal 2, meal 3, 4, I had little meals throughout the day. I would just tally them and make sure I had all of the recommended amount of containers. This was huge. I just taped it to my fridge, like I said, and did this every single day. And before it closed, you'll of course get the DVD program set. Looks like this, and it has 2 discs that explain all the different workouts in the back. So I hope you guys are excited to start this program, and we will talk more soon about how I can help make it easier for you. See you guys soon.